Hello there. As Obi-Wan Kenobi once said, but Obi-Wan Kenobi's not in this game, it's just me. My name's Nick, and we're looking at a game called Demons to Diamonds on the Atari 2600, published by Atari in 1982. It's programmed by Nick Turner, what a great first name that is, and graphics by Alan Murphy. You have 5 lives, it's a Space Invader-esque sort of type game, but I'd like to see what the person was eating or drinking or taking before they produced this game. It's for 1 to 2 players. I'm the only player here. You control it on the paddle. I'm going to use the mouse here, and you fire these like aliens. If you shoot a white one, it turns into a skull, which will shoot back, so don't do that, but I know, I won't learn. If you shoot the other ones, the red ones, as I die again, they turn into a diamond. Shoot them for extra super points, and try and last as long as you possibly can. Now, lives are in the bottom right, represented by those cyany green sort of like squares. It's on set levels. I don't know why the screen is in green stripes there, but the further away the enemy are when you shoot them, the more points you get. Survive as long as you possibly can. So, basically, Demons to Diamonds. You shoot a demon, it turns into a diamond. If you shoot the white demon, they turn into a skull, which are bad news. If you do 2, oh well done, I've got off to level 1. Now, if you do 2 players, the player 2 also controls a paddle. They'll be going across the top of the screen shooting downwards, and the skulls can shoot up or down. Those white things going either way are diamonds. They're going horizontally when we see one. Yeah, so try not to get underneath those skulls, and I'm doing it all wrong. Oh man, I'm doing it all wrong by shooting the white ones, but anyway, never mind. Let's just keep on going. If you had this game back in the day, then let me know. So it's a rather unique game. It's a rather odd game. There's 2 player there, where the second person would go across the top. Looks like there's 6 modes of play. I think there's a couple of modes of play with 1 player, I think. So we'll just have a go at those. Right, kaboof, kaboof, kabib. What an interesting game this was. Now these games aren't, well the reviews, aren't about expert gameplay. As you can quite clearly see there straight away. That's in how you would have got on your first second go. Would there have been enough there for you to want to play it again? Well, it's quite hypnotic, to be honest with you. It's, as I say, it's quite unique in the colour scheme. I would have played this quite a lot, and I think this game is rather cool. Would have been tough on the joystick, so use a paddle or a mouse if you're doing it in emulation there. But just try and get the highest score you possibly can out of the thing. If you're enjoying your Atari 2600 reviews, they are all there in a playlist. Once you get there, click on my username, takes you to the channel page. Oh man, takes you to the channel page, click on the playlist tab, and then Atari 2600 will be there along with a load of other systems. Okay, what's the furthest you've ever got in this game? Let me know roughly your highest score, or what level you got. So, you know, the enemies are gradually going to come down the screen. As I said to you before, the further away they are, and you shoot them, the better score you get each turn. This game will be pretty mad with 2 players, I'd imagine, up each side of the screen on a massive TV set. It's gradually getting warmer and warmer. Dig that sound when I get shot. If only that happened in real life, if something bad happened. Ooh, that's a good impression by me. Big thank you to the subscribers as well. If you watch this far into the video, I mean, unfortunately, YouTube, the algorithm, it does favour people who've got large watch time. Well, I'm alright watch time, large subscriberships as well there, so please subscribe. And a massive thank you to those people subscribed already. Atari 2600 seems to be the least watched thing on the channel at the moment, but I'll keep doing it for those people that had the system or want a bit of retro history, because this is a little bit before the ZX Spectrum, my first computer, so it's nice seeing what went before 1982. I think the Spectrum has just hit the scene then. Demons to Diamonds. I don't think this come out on any other system. You might let me know if that is different below. I wouldn't mind seeing a Commodore 64 or a ZX Spectrum version there. So what can we say about this already? Hypnotic, nice colours, easy to understand, great 2-player option, shoot diamonds, and just avoid. It moves quicker than Space Invaders, so if you ever thought Space Invaders was a little bit boring for you, this might be a good alternative. Didn't come out in the arcades, and an interesting name as well. Shoot a demon, it turns to a diamond. Shoot a diamond and get extra super points. Shoot a white demon, it turns to a skull, which shoots your bottom. But basically, you need to shoot anything that's the same colour as your gun turret, really. The skulls won't stay there forever, they will blow up of their own accord. Right, so shoot those, deep red ones, really. Paddle power. Good. I think the paddle was used for Breakout as well. I think that was also programmed by Nick Turner, I think. I might have to double check that. His name seems to ring a bell there. Super Breakout. Right, the screen is gradually filling up with a lot of crazy stuff. The colours don't change on the screen at all, so just more of this all the way through. So what you've seen at the beginning is basically what's there in the whole game. Hurrah! Yes, let me know your experience as well and similar games too. You know, I didn't own an Atari 2600, but we are gradually getting quite a good big playlist. It's possible, of course, we might review everything ever on the Atari 2600, but the occasional homebrew does come out as well. Check out Soul of the Beast, and there's a Road Blasters as well. Yeah, and a few of them. There was a Christmassy game we looked at too. So, you know, the most active homebrew scene at the moment is the ZX Spectrum, but there are stuff going on other retro computers. You never know. At one point when I run out of games to review, it's never going to happen, but if I run out of the Atari 2600, I might move on to other Atari systems or the BBC Micro or something like that. It's good to see everything there from a historic point of view to get the whole what was available, because, you know, all the games have influences on each other's quite often, and what we actually lead to. There's certainly a lot more variety in retro gaming. It's a much more simpler time, and that's why I think we get a bit of peace, a bit of stress busting there from them. We're stress busting, folks. We'll always be stress busting. You might be someone that just watches the Atari 2600 stuff. You might watch all the stuff, but thank you for dropping by. You might have found the channel just by some random chance. Basically, it's me not playing the games that well, trying to get an idea of roughly what the experience would have been back in the day playing it the first few times, and having a bit of a laugh, really, like maybe at a friend's house, or even later on as adults. Somewhere we set it up at the pub. We've had a few pints. Wouldn't that be good if we was all at the pub drinking? That'd be a good podcast, wouldn't it? Me at the pub playing games, talking to people. Well, anyway, let's just blast and blast and blast and blast and blast and blast and blast. You generally get the idea. Do a bit of blasting. What's the worst that could happen? Oops, well, that's it, I've died. What's that? I think I've completed the level, have I? Hooray for me! Right, is it? Or have I just died? Oh, I think I just died. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that was 2-player, wasn't it? I went into 2-player by accident, I think, there, and beat the other player. Right, okay. I'm just messing about with the different modes. What other modes are there? Is there a different mode? That's 2-player. Oh, what's that mode? That seems to be 1-player. Oh, it's a bit slower. Oh, it's a lot slower. Okay, so if you find mode 1 a bit too tricky for you, it's mode 4. Sounds a little bit different. Yeah, I think it sounds a bit different because it slowed down the gameplay. I think I prefer mode 1 at the speed it's going, but this is alright as well. Terribly slow, Polo. Good. Yeah, Demon. It didn't have a sequel, this one. I don't think it led to any other games, but after I said every game influenced everyone else, what is its influence really? Well, maybe a bit of drug smoking, who knows. Citation needed, that's just a guess, that's not true. But yeah, all you shoot is Space Invaders. I mean, the Atari 2600 has a lot, Galaxian maybe, the Atari 2600 has a lot of shooters, which we reviewed quite a few. As I say, just coming across them. Quite a lot of the games we reviewed due to recommendations that I didn't know about. This might have been one of those. We aim the reviews to be about 10 minutes long. It might be the longest review on YouTube, I don't know. Again, citation needed. There'll be a few gameplay videos on YouTube of this, I would imagine. Bibbidi biff. Right, okay. I wouldn't mind playing this on the live stream, you know. That'd be quite interesting. Right. Here he goes. He's blasting stuff, people. He's blasting stuff. See, the skulls are firing up the screen now. I don't know why, because there's no player 2 there. They're firing at someone that hasn't turned up. Nincompoops. Nincompoop demon aliens. If you are a nincompoop demon alien, then comment in the comment section below. And why is the scales different shades of green? Are we playing... It's as if we're playing down the park or something. Oh, what? I completed the level. Why did I lose a life there? Right. I mean, when the screen flashes, so presumably that's the end of the level, but there's nothing to say level 1 or 2. What a score I'm getting now. Yeah, so if you're just beginning the game and you're not very quick with the paddle and stuff, go for... Perhaps, actually, to be honest with you, this 4th game mode is probably good if you don't have a paddle or a mouse to do it, and you can do it on the joystick. It gives you a little bit more of a chance. So that's probably why they put that in there. If you have a paddle though, go for mode 1 play, because that's fine. It seems the length of the laser seems to go longer if I hold the fire button down, so that's a bit there. Screen's really filling up now, baby. Yeah, so I'm surviving a lot longer on mode 4, and we all know why, because it's easier. It's for nincompoop newbies like me. I can't imagine a situation like this ever happening in the real world. You're in a gun turret and demons have attacked from some unknown dimension. You shoot them, some turn into diamonds and some turn into skull shooters. Diamonds are forever, said Shirley Bassey, unless your name is Trevor. I think that was the lyrics. I think I got that from Oink magazine. But again, I'm talking all about nincompoopery, like I often do. And that's probably why you've watched this far into the video, because you're mad already. Don't expect me to solve your madness, because I would just make it a lot worse. Anyway, Earth wasn't designed with sensible people in mind, I don't think, so just go with it. It helps you, if you've got a bit of a sense of humour, or a bit of an nincompoopery about you, it does help you cope with stress a bit more. Right, oh my god, I've got too many skulls now. Too many skulls. Is that a song by Jason Donovan? Too many broken skulls in the world. There's too many people called Luke, Jeff and Ken. Yeah, I remember every word of that song. Right. Ah. Oh god. Yeah, this is too easy. I could be playing for ages here. I say it's too easy, and then I take a big chunk of cyan to the nose. If you have taken a big chunk of cyan to the nose, then comment below. I hope you're okay. It's a common injury, I think. Oh, boo-da-boo. There we go. So I'm losing concentration now. But yeah, you've seen all the game has to offer really, apart from two-player mode. But in two-player mode, it's just me down here, and player 2 up the top there, doing the opposite of me, shooting the aliens from both sides. And the aliens shoot in both directions. I think in one of the modes you can shoot each other, which is quite interesting. So you can imagine the arguments that would have happened when you just destroyed all the aliens and one of you shot the other one. Yes, friendly fire, I think they called it. It wasn't overly friendly if you get shot there. So, you know, and more stuff fills up the screen, and that's that. So, you know, you've pretty much seen the cartridge for 1982. It's quite a good quality game. It's wastes a bit of time, keep a kid occupied. It's hypnotic and draw them in, and they can be playing it for ages without really realising it. There's not a great range of aliens there, but that's enough. A kid's imagination will probably keep you going there. So a good bit of retro history there. So I'm glad I looked at it. Hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Demons to Diamonds on the Atari 2600, published by Atari in 1982. Got any comments and memories or thoughts about that game? Then please put that in the comment section below. I love reading your comments, and that's what creates activity on the channel, really. So, till next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello there. Screen's really filling up now, baby. Too many broken skulls in the world. There's too many people called Luke, Jeff and Ken.